And we're live. Yeah. Cannabis Kid. Patrick. So I downloaded last night. Downloaded a whole bunch more oddball wrestlers. I haven't transferred them over yet. Char. How far up do I need to go? There's a few of these I wasn't sure if I already had them or not. Well, I don't know what the heck that is. I guess a few of these I already have elsewhere. I don't know why they're over here. This game just does weird things sometimes. Unless I didn't transfer these guys over from the last time we played. Huh. Well, I don't remember some of these I downloaded from a previous time. Well, let's just get the new ones first of all. These should be all just goofball characters. Just random. Squeaky chair today? I only have one chair. That's all I have. I would let you see them all right now, but we just need to get them all over here. Look at that one. Isn't that crazy? This one twice? Oh. Well. We don't need that one. Two Carls? Why do I have two Carls? Oh, CJ. And then that guy. I have him as a referee. Now I have him as an actual wrestler. I don't even watch whatever show he's on. I just know you guys would like it, so. Yeah, I don't even know, guys. Okay, we already transferred over an Ice Cube and a Leisure Suit Larry that I downloaded. And I think we got a Giant Gonzalez already over there. I don't know who Psycho the Clown is, but he looked cool. Or do I have a Giant Gonzalez already? Oh yeah, some of these might not be in order. Yeah, I got that one instead. Let's take whoever this guy is. God, that's a terrible looking Pennywise. That's a terrible looking Pennywise. That's an iffy looking Rick Rude. I'm not sure if he looks better than my Rick Rude or not. Magnum TA. A couple Tommy Riches because I couldn't tell which one I wanted from the picture. That looks like the better one. I thought I already had them too, but maybe we'll look anyway. I'll just transfer them over anyway. I'll transfer even the Rick Rude over. We'll just take a look. He should go in ECW, I think. I'm not even sure where he should go. I'm not even putting these guys in the right categories, but they're all going to be heels. Yeah, I know about the San Andreas one. Yeah, that's why I downloaded him. Probably put him in NWA. Yeah, I thought I already downloaded a Bret Hart, but maybe I just downloaded anyway. See, that was before my time. Mr. Wrestling 1 and 2. Before my time. Hold on. Let's go back a step here. Let's see if in the mod I can arrange these in alphabetical order. But I'm not sure where that's at in here. Not that one. Get rid of that one. I don't mess with that stuff. Or that. Or that. Alphabetize edits. I wonder if hopefully it doesn't reset the game when I do that. I clicked it. Just click save and I feel like something may have happened. But I may have to restart the game for it to be alphabetized. Yeah, I do got 2 Bret Harts, and one is crossed out. The new one I just got is blacked out. Is everybody in order? Everybody's in order. Anybody else blacked out that I can't use? The Owen Hart I just downloaded. And Natalia. Let me bring the chat back up here because I can't see anything. How about three-way dance RVD versus Kevin Nash versus Ric Flair? Why Kevin Nash? I'll do it, but just why? My Booker T is missing something. And is that the only thing missing something on that one? Yeah, that's the only one missing something on that one. In that federation. I just want to see who's missing things. Oh yeah, Blanche is missing something for some reason. Haven't figured out why yet. Boy George is missing something. Carl Winslow. That. Some of these can be fixed. Some of them I'm not too sure about. Like this one is probably the collar. A lot of them that have like collars, like fold out collars. Like I don't know which DLC that's from, you know. It would solve a lot of these if I could just get the right DLC. See, he's got the fold out as well, Han Solo. I don't know who Hot Rod is. Ah, I see. Sometimes I just have to select the part, and then they're fixable. But then I still have to go in and edit them, though. Oh, even he's missing something. Oh man, we can't use him right now. And he's missing something. I don't know what it is. He might have the fold out collar as well. We still have a lot that we can use, though. This one, not sure about what's missing. Another Golden Girl's missing something. Stevie Wonder's missing something. No comment. Toucan Sam is missing something. Uber Jason is missing something. It's not that many, but it's still I have to work on these. Will Smith. It's really not all that many, but you know, some people are missing things and I don't know what they're missing and if it can be fixed or not. Ric Flair. Go with the black trunks. I like the black trunks. Wait. Do I have to make it a battle royal? Yes, I think I have to make it a battle royal. Forgot about that. How do you want it? Do you want it to be the first person who gets a pin is the winner? Or do you want it to be kind of like an elimination? The last one standing is the winner, like kind of like normally in a normal wrestling match, it's the first win. That's how they normally do it. They don't normally do an elimination. I think my Great Muda is the 90s. Muda. Actually, let's just pick Rob Van Dam first because I think he's going to be first here. Yeah, that was his look in the 90s. If you're talking about the scary Muda with the mask later on, that's more of a 2000s Muda. But this was when his highlight. I'm not gonna pick him, but when he was in the NWA and then even solo in Japan later after that. Oops, I didn't mean to pick him. Do I have any more referees that we've never seen yet? Possibly. Mr. Chef? Remember, don't know if you chose him or not. Oh, have they? I've been watching some of his Japanese stuff again. Referees get knocked out. They get knocked down. Then they have to wait like so many seconds before they can get back up again. But yes, they can get knocked down, indeed. That's what the chef guy looks like. You know, I haven't really gone back and rewatched a lot of the Muda WCW stuff in a long, long time. I really, really like the 90s stuff he did in Japan. And into the 2000s, I guess, maybe. Especially the 90s stuff, man. That's where I became a huge fan. Well, I have those cool that cool set downloaded to my computer. Like I'm gonna show you the this is volume 1 right here. But there's 4 volumes originally, then they came out with a 0 later. But I think I have them all downloaded because someone uploaded them to archive.org. Even though I still have always wanted to own the originals. Since the mid 2000s, I've always wanted to own the originals. But I never wanted to pay money for them. I never wanted to pay up. And I finally paid up for one. All these years later. But now I have a whole bunch more to get if I ever want the full set. Yes, in that set he wrestles... I think he wrestles Ric Flair. Don't quote me on that one. I think he does. Hulk Hogan. Ricky Steamboat. I think he wrestles with or against the Road Warriors and the Steiner brothers. And he has one of the bloodiest matches of all time versus Hiroshi Hase, which coined the term the Muda scale, but people would use to compare how bloody a match is. And at the beginning of each of volumes 1, 2, and 3, there's this mini movie that's sort of like monster sci-fi, starring the Great Muda. And it's split up into 3 parts at the beginning of parts 1, 2, and 3, and he turns into this monster. It's really cool. With really cool effects of him turning into a monster. Kind of reminiscent of how the werewolf in the Howling, in the big transformation scene. But all the commentary will be in Japanese and you won't know what they're saying. But that never bothered me. I always enjoyed it anyway. I enjoyed not knowing what they're saying. We could do a we could do a watch party eventually. We'd probably only be able to do like one disc a watch party, more than likely. Make your own commentary. I prefer just to sit back and be in awe. But I get what you're saying, though. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Great Mudaverse Godzilla movie. Muda's retired now. Do any of you remember, was it Shane Helms, the Hurricane? Was that his name, Shane Helms? You do that goofy superhero gimmick, the Hurricane, in WWF, WWE, whatever. And his finishing move was the Shining Wizard, where he'd come and kind of do a floaty version of kneeing you in the face. That was the Great Muda's move. He invented that move. Later in life, when he could no longer do moonsaults anymore and his knees were shot, he invented the Shining Wizard. But it was a little different when he did it. It was a power move when he did it. It wasn't just some flashy, floaty, cruiserweight maneuver. It was like if someone like Triple H with big old legs was kneeing you in the face, you know. Oh, I see what you're saying. Your favorite match is an old Andre match. I have two favorite matches. One is Great Muda versus Hiroshi Hase. And the other one is actually Hogan versus The Rock from WrestleMania X8. When that crowd was on fire, like you'd never believe. My third favorite match would probably be one of the Ric Flair Ricky Steamboat matches. Possibly the 2 out of 3 falls match from Clash of the Champions. Nash, you didn't do anything, buddy. You just stood there. Nash, you lost, buddy. Oh, did he in Texas? I have a few Muda sets that were like that sell burn to DVD sets. I mean, it would be cool to have that big set that's on eBay, but that seems a little pricey. 70 discs or whatever. That's kind of almost overkill. But that probably has everything. I have this Muda in WCW set, but I believe it doesn't have everything. I believe, even though it's a cool looking set, I believe it's missing some matches. Does George Steele still have a belt? I wasn't sure if he had lost his belt. No, see, you remember and I don't remember. See, George Steele is the cage champion. All right, against Ricky Steamboat. That'd be interesting. All right. Just remind everybody of our championships. Andre is our world champion for the WWF. And he's very dominant. Very few people have beat him. He's too dominant. Great Muta and Great Kabuki are our tag team champions. George Steele is our cage champion. I kind of use this as a goofball one. Our tag team cage I use as our goofball wrestlers. Then we have the Intercontinental Champion as Iron Sheik. Our other we have 2 more goofball ones. Our barbed wire champion is NES Jason Voorhees. Landmine champions Fat Albert. Then back to the real championships. 6-man tag is Andre the Giant, Ted DiBiase, and Virgil. MMA is Bruce Lee. The U.S. title's Dusty Rhodes. NWA World Champion somehow is the Great Muta. I don't remember how that happened. I don't know who he beat. Who he beat for that one. No, I did. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to see. Before we do the next match, I just want to look at the titles and see what happened. Well, let's refresh ourselves. Rock had it first, and then I don't know what happened there. Oh, Spawn. Then George Costanza. How did that happen? I don't know. I probably did a Royal Rumble. I probably did a couple Royal Rumbles, probably goofing around. This is before I started playing the game on stream. You know, just goofing around. And then Sid, then Typhoon, Randy Savage, then Andre the Giant, then King Kong Bundy, then Mark Henry, then Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, then Goldberg, then Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant had 11 wins in a row. Now he has 4 wins in a row. This one was Dynamite Team. I'm not sure. Dynamite Team. Road Warriors. ICP. Seinfeld had the title. This is back when I was letting goofball characters still wrestle in the main federation. Hart Foundation. Big Show and Andre. Big Van Team. That must have been somebody in Van Vader. Big Show? I don't know. Muta and Great Kabuki. Road Warriors. Muta and Great Kabuki. Skyscrapers, Mood and Great Kabuki. We don't have to look at all these. I was curious about who Muda. Big Van Vader, Dusty Rhodes, Goldberg. Oh, it's because Randy Savage had it. And then Muda beat Randy Savage. That's what happened. Jason up with Michael Myers. They're absolutely lethal. How do you get the names instead of name team showing up? I don't know, honestly. I don't know if you can. I have a lot of wrestlers downloaded. I mean, a lot. Oh, that's supposed to be a cage match. Oops, let's go back. Cage match. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Especially the freaks, I call them. The goofball wrestlers are the freaks. And I have everything. Lots of different Jasons. I have anything you can think of. That's a weird one. I just downloaded that Eric Cartman. Gosh, that is funny. That looks terrible. Well, that looks good. That looks terrible. So does that. But we have actual cartoon characters, though, and it's great. Where's one of my cartoon characters? There we go. He-Man. So you wanted versus Ricky Steamboat. Let's choose Mr. Mwai as our referee. I don't know who that is. Han, Hank. Yeah, there's just so many. You could be there for hours and hours downloading new ones. So, and then you find some that you missed. Like just recently, I found some really, really realistic ones where their faces are almost too realistic. Like, looks like Ric Flair's real face, Bret Hart's real face. And I never found those when I was looking for wrestlers like last year or the year before. And out of nowhere, I'm finding all these ones that I somehow missed. They're just so realistic. It's like, I don't know how they did it. I think Steamboat's one of the ones with realistic faces. You know, the funny thing is I never even really watched King of the Hill. I think I saw one episode. If there's a head part for a character, is you make my own version now instead of downloading the whole character. If I had more time, maybe. It's like back during the 90s and early 2000s, I put a lot of time into creating wrestlers. Going through their moves, how I feel their stats should be, and all kinds of stuff. Back in those days. But these days I've gotten lazy. I don't want to do any of that stuff anymore. I put too many years into WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 maybe. And that's when I finally kind of stopped. I put so much effort into making wrestlers. It's a mod. The main mod that people use is called PWGR. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can assign a wrestler a manager. You can do something with the heel database too. There's a heel database. You can set certain things that they do. Is that Gubbizar? Gubbizar. The mod's not too hard to download and install. I think there's a video. I followed a video on how to do it. But there's... I'm trying to find the main part of the mod. That's not it. Hope I didn't actually close it. So once I close it, I can't get it back up. That pause was me messing with things over here. There it is. Mod Pack 2.0. I could actually enable health bars, but I don't want to see the health bars. I have it set so signatures and finishers have a potential to critical. So maybe there's a better chance for Ric Flair to submit someone quicker with a figure 4. Or if someone does a very powerful finisher, it might knock them out. Which I like. There's so many things you can do with the mods, it's unreal. I don't mess with a whole lot of it. Just a few things that I really like. I can also set it so when I do a cage match, I could actually have it so the wrestlers have to escape the cage instead of being pinned in the middle of it. I think there is a rivals thing in one of the things, but I may have shut it off already. Well, Steamboat's your new cage champion. Let's see here. Let me see what it is here. Rivals and referees. There is something on here. You can do scheduled interference. Rival configuration. It's pretty in-depth. Referee configuration. I could set a referee so he wow. Actually, I thought there was one where he'll be a bad guy referee, but I don't remember. Well, DQ double interference will eject seconds. DQ for ref bump. Instant DQ for weapon use. I could set it for a 10 count ring out for a certain referee, which I haven't set none of these. Ref will break countouts if new legal wrestler exits the ring. Foul count while on turnbuckle. Might be remembering incorrectly on that. You can even set illegal pins, illegal moves. It's really in depth. There's actually something called Fire Promoter that I've never messed with. But it could be fun. No, I just didn't click the button yet. Yeah, I just didn't click the button yet. Okay, now it's my turn for a match. Let me think about this. Let me give this a good thought. You know, we haven't done an ECW tag team type thing in a while. We'll do the tag team titles. We need to do a regular... Oh, I'd rather have it be a regular match, I think. Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler feud. We could do that too, but let me do my match, and then we'll go on to another match. You guys got one? Now I'm going to get one. Let's see. I do like the teaming of Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Why do I have two Rob Van Dams? Oh, he's got different attires. But does his face look the same? This one's the whole damn show. This one's the whole effing show. This one's got the Van Daminator, the Van Terminator. Well, this one does not have that unless the Romero special is the Van Daminator. Or Terminator, or I don't know.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting.
Do I have, let's see here. Bill Alfonso. Let's change this to ECW. You gave Kaufman a diving fist drop, though, as a tribute to Lawler. Oh, nice. I haven't made any wrestlers in this. Nothing at all, unfortunately. I don't even play the game. You know, I've never actually learned how to do anything in this game. We just sim matches. That's all I like to do anymore. Oh, we're still in the cage. I thought I took it off a cage. That doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. Yeah, I am a big fan of Kaufman's promos that he did around that time. Making fun of the hillbillies. I just saw a video yesterday of someone who wanted to do the Royal Rumble in every WWF game that has a Royal Rumble. And I must say, a lot of those newer ones are trash. Two of them crashed on them mid-match. It only started to get better when it was going back to like more closer to the PS2 era. Well, you know, with this mod, you know what I can do? Even though I think you're right, it's still limited to maybe just 8 people. But with this mod, I can have a real 30-man Royal Rumble. And actually, you can set it to as many or as little as you want. Supposedly, if you had 1,000 creator wrestlers, you could have 1,000-man Royal Rumble if you wanted to. The only downside is most times the wrestlers who came out early will never win. But it is still entertaining to see a real Royal Rumble in this. So I do recommend the mod if you wanting some extra stuff to mess with. A rooftop ring? Is it something I have to install? I'm not sure if it'll install on top of what I have or not. It might. You could send me a link if you want. I could take a look at it at least. Cool, cool, cool. So, really, really soon, a new No Mercy mod is going to be released. And it's an ECW mod. And it's called ECW Born to be Wired. And they've been working on it for quite a while. I guess if you're subscribed to his Patreon, you can check out the earlier beta versions of it. But I just found out about it like a few days ago. It looks really good. It's got pretty much anybody who's been through ECW. Missed! Raw fan, damn. So I just bought myself another flash card for my N64, which I probably shouldn't have, but I really want to play the ECW mod. And from what I'm reading, mine won't play it. But at the same time, it might help me play some other mods that I can't play. I could always sell mine afterwards. Mine is the ED64 Plus, which is still a good flash cartridge. I'm not sure what I could get for it. I don't know how eBay is with that kind of stuff. I know they've been kind of iffy on flash cartridges over the years.
Y'all seen a golf ball around here?
No. No.
One result. One for sale for $65. Let's see how many are on the sold listings. 70, 75, 40, 75, 50, 55, 65. Yeah, I guess they kind of sell. So I could get my money back, after buying the other one, if I like it better and if it works better, like they say.
Red hot, get your red hot peanuts here, goulash.
Ah. Oh, frog splash on the wrong guy, Van Dam. Oh, only a 2 count. You love goulash? So do I, but I think my goulash is not really true goulash. Just my family called it goulash. I think the true term for it, I've learned just recently, is hamburger soup. Sad, but you should tag out, buddy. Sometimes these wrestlers don't tag out after a while. I swear they get in some kind of stuck mode where they no longer want to tag out. Yeah, that might actually be best sometimes, because I swear these guys never tag out when they should. I'm starting to wonder if I should do that for the future. Ooh, that was a close one. They defended their championships. All right, you want Jerry the King Lawler versus Andy Kaufman? I will do so. Let's make sure this is still on a regular, normal match, which I think was set on normal match. Somehow it was still a cage match. Even though the Andy Kaufman, I don't know if I really feel it looks like Andy Kaufman. It was the only one to download. Where do I have Jerry Lawler? Probably over there. See, I don't have these guys categorized good enough at the moment. Not good enough. But man, this new Jerry Lawler is really good. There's two of them. I think that looks more like the Jerry Lawler that would have feuded with Andy Kaufman. This is probably like more the WWF Lawler there. He's even got a crown there. I'll make it NWA since I don't have any other thing to put it on. And our referee, anybody we haven't used yet. Probably a lot we haven't used yet. Steve Urkel. It doesn't make any sense. He fled. Yeah, sometimes these new guys will just fly off the screen. Man, I don't know who made the new Ric Flair, but it's unbelievable. He even does one of his Flair flops. Or the he does the crazy one where he like elbow drops the mat. Let's just skip these intros. Is there any match you would like to see next? He's got a fork! I dropped it. Also with this mod, another thing I can do is set it so when someone lands on a weapon, it causes damage to the wrestler. Like when I think we land on that fork right now, it just made the the stabbing sound. Kaufman put Jerry Lawler on a suplex. Amazing. Tommy Rich versus Buzz Sawyer in a cage. I didn't get to see Buzz Sawyer wrestle too much. I did see him wrestle somebody in the NWA going for the TV title, but coming up short. I'm not sure if Muda had the title at the time or Arn Anderson had the title at the time. It was right around that era. And that was the only time I ever got to see Buzz Sawyer wrestle. I guess was later in his career. And I've not seen Tommy Rich wrestle a lot either. They gave Urkel that voice. That's funny. Arn Anderson picked Hulk Hogan? When was that? That had to have been in the WCW days. If it was going to happen anywhere. It was on a Nitro, wow. Well, that was too easy. You have Thunderlips? I think I... Did I download a Thunderlips? I don't remember. I do have the Rock and Wrestling Hulk Hogan. I might not have the Thunderlips, but I think I have the Rock and Wrestling Hulk Hogan. I guess it's the only Rock and Wrestling character that was made. Is it under Rock and Wrestling or is it just under Hulk Hogan? There it is. Jeez. I don't know if we've ever used him in a match. I don't know if we've ever used him in a match. What else was I thinking of? Oh yeah, the Thunder Lips, but I don't think I don't know if I have that one. Got Thundar the Barbarian. Yeah. I wish whoever made that Hogan one would have made the other ones to have a whole set. But he only did the Hogan one. It would have been great. Would have been great. What, you want this in a cage? Thundar versus Rock and Hogan would be interesting. We could do that next. But our next request is Buzz Sawyer versus Tommy Rich in a cage. Must have had the furry boots. The only Tommy Rich I have is the ECW version, but maybe he'll have an older attire. I think this is older Tommy Rich. I did have another Tommy Rich that I downloaded, but I don't know if I really like him or not. We could take a look one more time. And tell me if you like him or not like him, or if I just should just use that one. Do you like this one? Or just use the ECW one? Your call. Rick Sampson versus Thunder the Barbarian. Either is fine. I like them one in trunks. What does that mean? Don't know what that means. I'll put him in the NWA for that one. So I'll just have two different Tommy Riches. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this Ric Flair is really fun to use. He does the woo. Let's see if he does the elbow thing. I'm not sure if he'll do it here. Yeah, okay, he does that one. Does he do all of his taunts right here, or just some of them? There he goes. That's great. I don't know how they do that. They must really mess with the game to do that. Well, he came back in the 90s for ECW. I'll check that out after the stream. Because he was part of the, what's it called? The FBI? The Full-Blooded Italians? Was that what it was called? But I don't know if he wrestled much or if he was more like a talker, or like a showpiece for the group. Because I didn't really get to watch a lot of ECW in those days. I only really caught it towards the end. But I was still hooked. Rocky leading Italian Stallions. Rick Sampson. Who is Rick Sampson again? Remind me who Rick Sampson is. I know I've heard of this name. I can't remember who the heck he is. Little Mac, Mario Luigi. Oh, an original name. Oh, it sounded like somebody. I guess I just thought it sounded like somebody. Oh, I gotcha. I do have Rocky. Maybe more than one version of Rocky. Can't remember. And I have Mario and Luigi. I don't think I have Little Mac. You probably made him. Or I didn't look for him. I could look right now just for the heck of it. Oh, there he is. I'll take him. I take just about anybody. I got an old Clubber Lang at least. I got that one, but I know that's an enemy. Also one for King Hippo. Let's take a look. There's a few King Hippos. There's 4 different King Hippos. This big-headed one might be the best looking one. Even though it's awkward to see people with big heads. What is this? A logo for King Hippo. What is this? I keep saying that. Did someone actually make the cartoon head for King Hippo? What is this? It's custom heads. So I could take that head and put it on the other person's body. I'll subscribe to that. That's one thing you can do with that mod too, is you can copy people's attires and put them on other people. I might be able to copy the head, or no, I think you could just edit the head in. But I did that for I played this game for Christmas, so I wanted some wrestlers in a Santa Claus suit. So I took a Santa Claus creator wrestler and copied his attire and put it on some wrestlers like Ric Flair, Stone Cold, and a few others. So we'd have like a Christmas themed match with everybody in Santa Claus suits. And it was real easy with the mod because I just had to copy the attire over. Yeah, I'm not sure when we'll play it again. It might be a week or two. I usually try to go a week or two before we play it again. So maybe not next week, but maybe the week after I'll fit it in. Shadow Master. Yeah. I can't remember how many wrestlers I put in the Santa suits, but it was like maybe 8 of them, maybe. A Stretch Armstrong. I don't know. I guess I'll look. Might as well take a look. There's a wrestler called Stretch Armstrong. I guess he slightly resembles the doll, but I don't think he's gonna be able to stretch like a toy. Buzz Sawyer won. I mean, if you want me to download him, I will, but he's just gonna be a wrestler. They did give him the stretch rack, which is the Argentine torture rack finisher, and the rubber whip hidden blade. Why not? I'll add him. Oscar the Grouch. I don't know if I have Oscar the Grouch, but I have Beavis and Butthead. I originally just had the non-cartoon versions. Then when I found the cartoon versions, I had to upgrade. What was the match someone else wanted? And I said after this match. Let me go back up to the chat here. Thundar versus Rockin' Hogan. There it is. Well, actually, let's make it a regular match, I think. Let's make it a landmine match. For no good reason. I love these cartoon ones because they seem so unreal. Like it doesn't even seem like it's possible to do that. Actually, one of my favorite ones has to be Terrence and Phillip, because they really modded them out because they gave them fart maneuvers. It's kind of like Muda's spray, but it comes out their butts, and they'll jump up in the air and fart. It is unreal how they did that. No, it's not that one. It's this one here. The fought is their finisher. God dang it. Okay, where were we? Yeah, Oscar the Grouch. I guess I'll have to look up that one. I have an idea for my next match that I'll do for myself. Let's change it to... As a kid, the toy I had was the Macho Man Randy Savage version of Stretch Armstrong. That was a thing? I've never heard of that. Oh, that's what that is. I think that's the Crash Bandicoot character. This guy looks like the Thundar Barbarian. Looks like he should be facing He-Man. I think there is one thing when it comes to this that you can't overcome even with a mod, as far as I know. And that is when someone makes someone in the shop and they assign them as a referee. I don't think there's no way to make them a regular wrestler. Even though I do wonder if it could be done with if I copy someone's attire and copy them over somehow. But then I would have to make their moves and all that. The triple threat? Oh, I was gonna look up Oscar. Because I have Big Bird. Oh my lord. That's what Oscar the Grouch looks like? Oh my god. I'll take him, but oh my god. Looks more like Swamp Thing. It's funny though, it's funny. Mike Tyson versus Triple H. I also there's not something else I did with the mod is I made it so when someone does a submission move, they can be in it for longer. And that might help people with submission moves to have a better chance. He's hulking up. Oh my god, they put that in there? Oh my lord, I didn't know that was in there. Holy smokes. I had no idea they could add the Hulk up like that. Wow. Because my regular creative wrestler Hulk Hogan's don't have that. If only I could add that to the other wrestler Hulk Hogan's. But it's probably modded in there. Oh my lord. To stay down longer? I don't know without looking up everything. I would guess at... I don't know if I could guess at no for that or not. Let me check out the main one again. I do have it set on 5 count for rope break. Disable rope breaks for top rope moves. Let's see. Modded move selection is checked. Use extended submissions. Also have it set on random background music. This is becoming an entertaining match all of a sudden. I think you're right. I think I remember seeing that. Let's see where that's at. I've never turned it on. Yes, falls count anywhere. Mine explosions is checked. Rope explosions is checked. Judge's decision on a draw is checked. I've never turned on the falls count anywhere. I've thought about it. And I probably should for ECW matches. There's also a last man standing option and an Iron Man option. First blood option, Texas deathmatch option. I'm not sure what those are and how they work if I check them. I've never actually bothered. There's a lot of things you can change. You can have it so referees, managers can interfere more often. You can have it so heel wrestlers will stall on the outside instead of getting back in the ring right away. Megadeth's Rick Rattlehead. I don't think I have no Vic Rattlehead. I think I did download Eddie though. Man, this Hogan is dominant, isn't he? I can also set it, or I did set it for a while, that managers can automatically and right away steal the other wrestler's finisher and put it on him. I'm going to try a match and see how it works. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to try something here. We're going to do the WrestleMania 2 match of Hogan versus King Kong Bundy. In a cage, escape only. I don't think nobody has a title at this moment, so. I believe to get this to work, I actually have to set it on the mod as we're doing it. Barney the dinosaur. Cage set to escape only. Now let's see if it works. It highlighted blue on the mod, so I guess it worked. Actually, while this match is going on, I know it'll be a while. I gotta go downstairs and check the wood stove, so I'll be back in just a few minutes here. First wrestling match I went to as a kid was Hogan versus Bundy in Cleveland. Oh, nice. See, the only one I went to back in the 80s was... Hogan wasn't there. It was Randy Savage versus Tito Santana. Randy had already won the title by that point, and Tito was trying to get it back. And the only other match I can remember from that event was, I thought it was the British Bulldogs versus the Hart Foundation in the main event. I probably could look it up, and I bet there's records of the event. Come on, let's see the avalanche in the corner. What year would that have been? 85, 86? No, it wasn't that one, because then Tito was still Intercontinental Champion then. Wasn't that one. Could have been this one. It's possible it was this one. Because it said Tito Santana defeated Intercontinental Champion Randy Savage versus disqualification. And the tag team champions Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake defeated Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. That would have been February 22nd, 1986. The undercard was kind of lackluster, but Danny Spivey defeated Barry O. Hercules defeated Lanny Poffo. Siva Afi defeated Steve Lombardi. Tony Atlas defeated Johnny V. Pedro Morales defeated Bob Orton Jr. I don't remember any of the other matches. The leg drop! He's gonna escape the cage! You know, I don't know if you can actually knock him down when he's trying to climb or not. It's too late, Bundy. I'm not sure why he counts. Because the match is over. That might be part of the mod. Because the match is over. That might be the only way they could have done it. Well, that happened like it happened on the pay-per-view. In a way. Even though Bundy tried to go out the door. I guess you can't go out the door. Let's see here. Should I do another title? Man, Andre should lose that title. Andre should lose that title. I just don't know if anybody can compete. Don't know if anybody can compete. Who is in Andre's league? Zeus. Someone who hasn't faced him yet. Or that we know of. Heck, maybe the Ultimate Warrior. That's the old one I was using. This is the new one. And it looks good, don't it? Wow. That looks so good. See, why are we still in a cage? I set it for a normal match. Sometimes I swear it doesn't do it. It doesn't come out of its setting right away. See, I pick exhibition and normal match. I'm not sure why it does that. It'll probably be fine on this time through, though. I think if I quit out and go back in, then it usually fixes itself, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Warrior sure does look short next to Andre. What is he, a cruiserweight? Yeah, just stop juicing, yeah. Oh boy. You know why Andre is so dominant in this game?
Reporting.
Oh, thanks for subscribing. It's because Andre has two moves that he does that are pin moves. When he just walks over to the wrestler when he's on the ground. And he does them a lot. There's one of them. I could nerf him. But in real life, Andre would be dominant, so I probably shouldn't nerf it. And my chat didn't want me to nerf it either. So I never nerfed it. I just bring it up all the time, though. Stop it, Andre. Warrior can't get no offense at all. Andre's sick of his shit. He has another one where he just sits on you with his butt as well. Oh, wow! One bear hug, that's all it took. Andre the Giant, Red Heart in 89. I bet that was interesting. That'd have been a little bit later in Andre's career. See, I think that's part of the mod, you know. Signature moves, which is his bear hug a signature move? Let's see. Where was I? Signature move is a bear hug. A signature move or a finisher has a chance of, you know, what's the word, you know, just winning, you know. Okay, you guys have an idea for a match? Before I do another title match of my own? Yeah, he's got the 6-man tag as well. Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. Okay. I believe I did a match before with them two, and I made it an I Quit match, I believe. And if I remember right, Iron Sheik won that match. Because for some reason, Iron Sheik kept putting on his finisher over and over again, while Sergeant Slaughter almost never used his. Would you like it to be a finisher only match? Or would you rather have it just to be a regular match? Where anything can happen. It's your call. Yeah, it could be bad logic settings. I don't really know. I don't really mess with that stuff. We could just do a regular match. You know, earlier in the day, I thought about doing Bob Backlund versus Iron Sheik as well. That also came to mind. But Sergeant Slaughter, we can do that. I don't even know how to mess with the logic settings, honestly. In this game, who knows? In real life, no. In this game, I don't know. We've never used him. We just downloaded him the other day. From what I've heard, if it's the truth, that, you know, Hogan would be in one town main eventing and selling out, while Slaughter would be in another town main eventing and selling out. Like he would be facing the Sheik, and Hogan would be facing I don't know who. Just before Slaughter left, anyway. You can set it so finishers are only done when the opponent has taken enough damage, large or critical. I could always look at it in the future, I guess. I thought he was going to go for it there. Because he went behind him. Even match so far. This Iron Sheik is a new one I just recently downloaded. It looks very realistic. He reversed it. It's kind of tedious. Sounds like it. But if I have time and I'm bored one day, maybe I'll check it out. If it makes if it can make a match more interesting and more fair, then maybe I'll look into it someday. So, sometimes these wrestlers win their matches without the finisher. They just do enough damage. Or they'll just win with a quick roll-up or something. A lot of times Iron Sheik would have already put on a few camel clutches already. And so far he hasn't done one yet. Or roll up. That was close. I don't know. I honestly don't know who the referee is. Did I spell that right? Just in case I didn't spell it right. Or I don't even know my own sound effect commands. I forget my own sound effect commands all the time.
And I'm gonna kick you just like I kicked the lazy camel. Woo! Woo! I even respect that camel more than even Soldier Slaughter and Hulk Hogan.
That's the appropriate one. You can also set it in the mod so titles can change hands on a count out. Oh, he loaded the boot! He loaded the boots. The camel clutch! He gave up! Hey, that was a good ending.
Okay, who wants a tangwich?
That was a good ending to that. You put on the Cobra clutch right at the end. That I like the ending to that one. That was actually pretty good. Do I want to do a real match with like these two, or do I want to do a goofball match with these two? Oh, it's tag team cage, so actually I have to go back and do a cage match. Okay, do I want more cartoon characters? I have so many good tag teams. You know, I got the Blues Brothers, Wayne and Garth, Bill and Ted, other cartoon characters. You know, could do He-Man and Skeletor again, but we already done that. Could do the Bundys again. But then Jason and Michael Myers could be good too. You know, there's just so many options. Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. Cousin Hits. Cranky Kong. And Donkey Kong. And Diddy Kong. They even got Darth Vader. I have Art the Clown, but I've never once seen one of those movies. I have no association with that movie. I mean, you're not the first person who's wanted me to use Art the Clown. One of my other viewers also wants me to use Art the Clown. I don't really, you know, I mean, I'll do it for you guys, but he's not someone I would pick. I added him anyway. But what's the name of the movie? Because I guess it's not under Art the Clown. Terrifier. I know I have him. I didn't see him. Unless I wasn't looking right. So some there. Oh, there it's at the top. So like even though I use the mod to put these in order, Frankenstein and Newman are out of order. You know, I don't know why. The mod will actually alphabetize them for you. Well, I don't. The only ones that I'm missing parts are the ones that I just recently downloaded, and I know a lot of them have to do with a certain DLC that has to do with a like a tux kind of look, like how the like it folds over right here. And I don't know, maybe not that one in particular, but there's quite a few where it has to do with that, and I had to edit quite a few wrestlers for that reason, and I had to change how it looks there, because I don't know which DLC it is that I'm missing. For some reason, that one's. I don't know what it's missing. These ones I haven't even checked yet to see what they're missing. Hazmat. I don't have a whole lot right now that are missing parts, but they're all new ones. I just have to go in there and look, I guess. See, why is Keenan missing something? It doesn't look too fancy. Unless it's the hat. But he has the same hat. I don't know what he's missing. I just downloaded him though. And that's a real new one. I don't know what it is he's missing. To check it out. What does my Luigi look like? Looks like that. Lollipop Munchkins. I have two different Marios. I got Mario, and Mario, because I couldn't make up my mind. The Ghost of Martin Van Buren. Only YouTube fans would know who this guy is. And this is one I just downloaded as well. What is it he's missing? Hope it's nothing major. I want to use that one. I had to change something on Michael Jackson's outfit. I don't remember what it was. I have, oh, you know, I should retire that Michael Myers since this one is the better one. If I click the ones that are grayed out. Make sure you have then assess the entrance craft. I don't have entrance craft. How much is entrance craft? Mr. Peanut. Here's a new one I just downloaded. I don't understand what it is. It just looked interesting. Good Lord. Oh. Haven't made up my mind what I want to use yet. I think all these Pennywises are not very good, but I had to find one. You get a title shot. Everybody gets a title shot. How about? Wait, don't I have another Predator? Is that the only one Predator I have? I thought I had another Predator. That one's ugly. That looks better. Somewhat. That one's missing. I was thinking Predator and the Terminator or something like that. I don't know. I'm putting too much time into this. Who stays? Yeah, what's he missing? Entrance craft. How much is entrance craft? A random would probably pick people from other federations. So I have two different Scooby-Doos. We got this one. Then we have this one. That's the better one. How about Scooby-Doo and Shaggy? Jerry Springer will be our referee. $20. No. Maybe I'll wait for the next Steam sale. Actually, what I'll do... Let me check one of those sites that I use sometimes. Fire... What I'm missing out here. There's these websites that sell Steam codes sometimes. And sometimes they're very cheap. Sometimes they're not. This one might not be a good one. Might not be a cheap one. Like I've seen sometimes like a $20 game or be like $2 sometimes on these Steam code sites. Part of the problem is I just spent some money elsewhere, and I'm not usually one for spending a lot of money in the first place. And since I just bought something else, I better not. At least not yet. If I could get it cheap, I would, but... Here's the site I normally use. G2A.com. But I don't think they have it just for the DLC. No face? I think he's got a face. It's just kind of it's kind of small face, it looks like. Yeah, he's got eyes and a mouth, it's just kind of small. Yeah, shaded wrong. Yeah, none of the sites I use have entrance craft for sale, or the ones that have it for sale are just selling it for $20. Oh well, I'll think about it. I'll wait. Great Dane, that sounds about right. Come on, Scoob! I like how Scooby's doing like barking noises when he's doing the move. Hong Kong Fu, I got him too. Shaggy's got all the fancy moves, doesn't he? That barking sound is just funny as hell. Yeah, for the longest time I could not find a Cartman that looked good. And we just found one, and I don't know why I haven't used them today, because I just download them. We could finally do like a good South Park Battle Royal or something. Maybe that's a good idea for our next match. A South Park. What the hell is that move? I think that's what our next match is going to be. We're going to do a South Park Battle Royal. Anybody against that? Not all of them are going to be pure cartoon characters, but they're going to be what they are. I don't know what the hell that is. That taunt, whatever Shaggy's doing there. Three in a row. Yeah, I know. Shouldn't that be Scooby's move? You know? For the Battle Royal, it's not going to be first pin. It's just going to be who's last. Scooby is taunting like crazy. Oh, not sure if you would have got him there or not. I never really understood that move. Oop. Oh my lord, what am I watching there? I better cover my eyes. Scooby? Yeah, I was explaining to you. I'm starting to wonder if it's programming the code that after so far into the match, they don't tag out anymore. Oh my god. Yeah, no! Bad Scoob. Bad. Bad Scoob. Jesus, man. That poor bunny. That poor bunny. I did not program that into the game. We have new tag team champions. That might be the first time we've used Scooby. I guess the first time we've used him. Eric Cartman. I have two different chefs. Oh, that's right. I have a new chef. The old chef just looked like that. The new chef actually looks good. Got him DQ'd. That's a not a good move, huh? Chef is the manager. I just downloaded that one just recently. Do I have Kyle? No, we have Kyle Gass. But I think we just downloaded Stan, though. Did I or did I not download a Stan? Maybe I didn't. Who did I just download recently? Well, we got Terrence and Phillip. I might have to go through the whole entire list to see who I downloaded. Yeah, we did get Kenny. Yes, that's right. What are you missing? Entrance craft. What are you missing? Entrance craft. What's the dad's name again? Is it Stan's dad? I have him in here. What's his name again? I should know it, and I just can't think of it right offhand. Having a brain fart. Randy, yeah, Randy Marsh. Yes, yes, yes. I thought about adding real songs to this, but then again, that would probably hurt the stream and copyright claims constantly. He might be the only other one I have. Oh, and I forgot about Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky. We gotta use Mr. Hanky. Where is he? Mr. Hanky. I think it's under Mr. and Mrs. Hanky. Where is he? Let's get Randy real quick. Wish there was like a search function. I could just type in Hanky. You know, that would be the easy way. Unless it's just under Hanky. What else would it be under? Christmas poo? If you think you see him with my fast scrolling, you let me know. I know I missed a few on the other side as well, because I started scrolling a little bit far close into it. We can't start without him. But where is he? Could be out of order, maybe? Not. I know some of these are out of order. Like, what happened? Where did he go? What happened? Did something go wrong? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I put him in the Christmas section. Because we did the I moved him because of the Christmas. That's what it was. It's a good thing I thought of that. Would have been here forever. Here's what we did. We did Andre Claus. We did Brett Nick. We did Dusty Claus. Giant Claus. Goldberg Claus. HBK Claus. Hogan Claus. Kerry Claus. For, when I did Christmas. Rick Santa. Rocky Claus. Roddy Santa. Santa Luger. Santa Sting. Steve Claus. There we go. I need to find more characters so we can have more. Wumpa Claus. I have an error for someone's attire or something. I think it might load if I click OK. Oh, we're in a cage. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Man, Eric Cartman's huge. And so is Kenny. Good lord. I don't have Timmy. I don't know if anybody's made a Timmy. I don't think I have a Timmy. How would I look that up? What would... Does Timmy have a last name? In the show? Actually, just searching Timmy by itself gives me only 20 results. That is not many at all. So that kind of covers all the Timmys of the world. So there is no South Park Timmy. I guess there's not been many wrestlers in the world who have ever went by Timmy. Birch. So I don't know if there are any more good South Park characters that I don't have. As of yet. Chef has been eliminated. When people are eliminated, they go climb the cage to get out, and they can't get out. So they just hang on the cage. What you got money on? I can't explain it, but for some reason, after I do a cage match, and then I go back and do a normal match, sometimes it'll still be a cage match. And then I have to exit out the match and start over. And then the cage finally disappears. I wonder if that has something to do with the mod messing with things. Mr. Hanky has this move where he rolls over you like a steamroller. And it's very funny. Because you have to imagine a piece of poop slowly rolling over your body. I'm not sure if he'll do it or not, but he might. If he doesn't get eliminated first. Oh my god, you killed Kenny. Eric Cartman's like a sumo guy. A little bit of slowdown. Cartman is gone. I still might have time for 1 or 2 more matches after this one. So if you guys have any ideas for a couple, 1 or 2 matches. If not, I can do a themed match or a title match. Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus someone for the belt. Okay. I would do Andre, but he probably wouldn't win. Mr. Hanky hasn't done his poo move yet. I'm not sure if he will. There's so much chaos going on. The ankle lock. Randy Marsh gave up to the ankle lock. Now down to 3. Down to 2. Roll up. Get up, Mr. Hanky.
Who's got the largest arms in the world, brother?
Philip wins. Took me 2 comments for that to go through. Hey, at least it went through. Nick Gamer, hello. On my side I can see the hello and the hi. Let's see if I put it on live chat. Hello, hi. Hacksaw versus somebody. Sergeant Slaughter, Ricky Steamboat, Andre, Dusty Rhodes, Great Muda, Tommy Dreamer. I don't know. What do you want? Nick Carter, what do you want? Dusty. Is he under J for Jim or H for Hacksaw? There he is. We'll just use a regular referee this time. I have 2 Earl Hebners. I don't know why I have 2 Earl Hebners. I'm not even sure what the difference is between the 2. I don't think so. I'm not sure if they could have programmed a wooden board into his hand or not. What are you talking about? I don't think I have that person. Do I? You trying to get me kicked off of YouTube? Oh, on tonight's Raw, okay. I've probably seen her before, but I can't remember what she looks like without, seeing a picture. There's a lot of blondes. Okay, our final match of the night will be a match that I'll pick. I'll pick one more title match to end the night, and I'll decide a title.
Open-faced club sandwich.
The Big Arch Burger is coming to McDonald's next Tuesday. Yeah, all these restaurants always get these new things in, and I always just eat the same old that I've been eating for years. I go to McDonald's like, if I'm lucky, twice a year, and every time I go, I get the fish fillet sandwich and a 6-piece chicken nugget every time. Their chicken tenders, never had them. Since I had a dentist appointment the other day, I fulfilled one of my cravings for a place that I haven't been to in a long time, and that was KFC. Oh yeah, I got the 3-piece combination meal or whatever. I think it was a leg and 2 thighs, I think. Was it 2 thighs or was it a wing, a leg, and a thigh? I can't remember, but then with a biscuit, mashed potatoes, and coleslaw. It was as good as I remember. Even though I know a lot of people don't like KFC anymore, and they complain about it and say it's not like how it used to be, or some people have bad luck and have undercooked chicken and all kinds of stuff. But I had everything was good when I just went. Even though I would really love to know how the original chicken was when the Colonel made it the original way. We'll never have that because, they've updated how they cook things for fast food wise. I've seen pictures though. There's a KFC museum in Kentucky that I went to, in Corbin, Kentucky, where the original cafe is. And he had like these pots that would be like, and they would be steamed in there, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's the bionic elbow or what. I do know that he's pretty dominant. I think I've had him face Andre, though, when he couldn't win, but when we did the tournament, he was pretty dominant. Because we did a tournament for the U.S. title. Ouch. pressure cooker pots. I think that's what they used. The museum is actually connected to an actual KFC. The actual cafe is not really there anymore, but I think there is like the inn that used to be there. People used to be able to stay at the inn. But I don't think you can anymore. But I think the inn was still there when I went. That was in the early 2000s, I believe, or mid 2000s maybe. I don't remember anymore. You're the Intercontinental Champion of 1989 in your school? You had wrestling in your school? Dusty gave up to a bear hug. Oh my. That must be Hacksaw's like signature or something. I'll take a look at what their finishers and signatures were. Hacksaw Jim Duggan has beat Dusty Rhodes. His finishing move is the 3-point clothesline. He didn't even do that. Bear hug is not even a signature move. He just submitted to it. Now Dusty Rhodes. The bionic elbow. Yep, bionic elbow. But I don't think he even did it. Well, you just gave me an idea for our last match. I guess I'll do it. My favorite wrestler in the whole entire world is the Great Muta, teamed with the Great Kabuki. He also has this one with the shirt on. The All-American Dream Team. I could give Hacksaw his USA face paint. I don't think Dusty Rhodes has any face paint, does he? Not in this character, anyway. This will be our last match of the night, guys. Last match of the night. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, so we might be finishing up Red Dead Redemption playthrough. Tagging out already. Or instead of the All-American Dream Team, they could just be the tough guys. Blue collar boys. John Marston? Never even thought about looking for one.
And if you want a real man, you know what I'm talking about? Texas size, if you will.
But I'll look, though. I'll look. Is that spelled correctly for John Marston? Because nothing's come up with that. I don't know the correct spelling, so you could look it up just to make sure, though. Oh, Arthur Morgan. It's Marston. Is that the correct spelling for Marston, though? Yeah, nothing for Marston, then. Unfortunately. And Arthur Morgan. There's the head you were talking about. But it's just a head, though, right? Just a head. You would probably have to make the rest of the character yourself, I guess. which I don't really want to do. I subscribe to it anyway, but I'll probably be too lazy to even bother trying to come up with a good look. The model from... When is this? Oh. Yeah, I seen the Arthur Morgan CAW, and even his body doesn't really look as good as the picture that's in the for the head. The head really shows the real outfit that Arthur Morgan would wear, and that outfit is not in the regular CAW form. You know, because I could easily just change the head, but the outfit doesn't even look good. It's possible they just did what they could without any DLC or whatever. Sprayed him in the face! Dudley Moore's Arthur. Are you crazy? I can just look up Dudley Moore for no good reason. Dutch, get the tables. See, why hasn't someone made a full creative wrestler for Arthur Morgan and John Marston so they can be a tag team? And put Dutch in there too. Maybe put Bill Williamson. Javier Escuela. Yeah. But like I said, I don't really have time to be doing this, so I just take what's already there, unfortunately. Only once in a while will I change some of the edits just so they work. But if you make something and you upload it, you let me know and I'll download it. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it if you don't do it. You know. We have enough creative wrestlers to last us a lifetime. Just imagine, though, you know, like the Red Dead crew versus the Smoking Guns, or like the classic cowboy wrestlers of the past. What would they be? Like, what was their names? Like a Stan Hansen or a something Irwin, maybe was his name. 500-man Royal Rumble. Good lord. I don't think we could fit that into a stream. It would last forever. Ref Iris, Ref Gray Mathers, and Peter Tench. I don't have that one, do I? I do have a ref that isn't a giant eyeball. So that's why I was wondering if I already had that one. I just found that one like a couple weeks ago when we played this last. But I don't remember what its name is. Ref Iris. Yep, I have it. I do have it. Ref Gray Mathers. Nope, I don't have that one. That one looks pretty cool. Come on, Muda. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, the eyeball. We'll see what this Peter Tench is. Is that a brain inside that mask for the Gray Mathers? The face is a brain? That's pretty wicked. Well, I think that's what I see. Oh, Peter Tench is another outfit. That's pretty cool, too. Like a biohazard kind of thing. So you're a Jedi Master, huh? Oh, looks like your collection is hidden. So if I click on your profile, it's private, and I can't see what you've created. I'll follow you, though. I don't know if that matters. Ho! Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes when you do these tag matches, it's better to be in the opposite corner where it's not safe, because when the wrestler comes in to try to break it up, he kind of glitches because he's too close and he can't do nothing. I've seen one of these matches end that way. The tornado rules. I kind of want to do tornado and I kind of don't. I like, I don't like the fact that they sometimes don't tag out when they're supposed to. But I'm still kind of like the format of a regular tag team match, I don't know. So I'm kind of mixed on it. But I get it. We did a tornado tag the other day, though, a couple weeks ago, for one of those titles. It's possible they're already in their non-tagging form now. Moonsaults! Hit him! They defended their tag team titles. We had a fun night. We put together some good matches I enjoyed tonight. We didn't put together a Royal Rumble this time, but maybe we can do one next time. Especially since I created a Royal Rumble title, which is probably always going to change hands every time we do one of these. I think that there might be only one. We might have only done it one time so far. Yeah, just once. We did it just one time for this belt. I hate to say this, and I don't want to hurt no one's feelings. I cannot stand Cody Rhodes. we only did this one. We did. Original one was Jerry Seinfeld, George Costanza, the Seinfeld crew, and then the Four Horsemen beat them, and then NWO beat the Horsemen. I didn't have a Scott Hall then, so we had to use Razor Ramon. I have a Scott Hall now, but we have to have them lose first. I did that one once. Only once for that one. Just a few times for that one. That one's new as well. Bruce Lee has won twice in a row. That's also a new one. Team He-Man had this one as well. Oh, we only did that one a couple times. Wow, I thought we did that one a lot more. I think we did this one a few times. Bubba Sawyer, who was Leatherface, was pretty dominant at first. Pennywise, then he won it again. This one's also kind of newish, I think. No, I thought it was. No, okay. No, I guess this has been a while. I thought this was a new one, but it wasn't. Sheik, Ventura, Lawler, Honky Tonk Man, Ultimate Warrior beat him like in real life. Rick Rude, Sheik, Slaughter. This one has Ernest and Pee Wee, Blues Brothers, Terrence Phillip, He-Man Skeletor, Daffy Duck and Bugs, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Cage champion. Austin actually beat Andre in the cage. Surprised at that, but it happened. Wonder how that happened. Cause I didn't put it on escape rules. Jar Jar Binks. I think I just downloaded Jar Jar Binks. I have not used him because I can't stand Jar Jar, but I just had to add him anyway. Alright, guys. Time to call it a night. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Tune in tomorrow for Red Dead. And maybe next week or the week after we'll play some more Fire Pro. I try to space it out because we have a lot of things that we play on this channel. And I don't want to do too much Fire Pro, even though I love playing it myself. Alright, good night guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.